The Burt Munro Challenge started in 2006 and it was inspired from the movie.
Members of the Southland Motorcycle Club were looking at running a street race, and the Burt Munro film came out, and it seemed to be a real good idea to try and blend the two.
We thought we'd celebrate the things that Burt did, and we knew he did the hill climb, and we knew he did some forms of speedway which was more on grass, and beach racing was his passion.
The Burt Munro week has changed over time, and its present format is the Honda training day at the beginning of the week, followed by the hill climb. After the hill climb on the Thursday night, there's the drag racing. On Friday, it's the practice day for the Teratong sprint racing and the beach race. On the Saturday, it's the sprint racing, and Saturday night, it's the speedway, and Sunday, it's the Honda street race.
The Burt's huge for Invercargill. You can see by the sheer volume of bikes out there. There's thousands of bikes getting around. We've got people pouring through today at the racetrack here, through the tent, looking at bikes, like literally thousands of people.
The old Burt Munro is probably one of the biggest motorsport events for all of us down here, you know.
That really adds to the community. Like for Burt Munro weekend, you can't get somewhere to stay, and the campsite they have out of the beach, that's just chocker with people, you know.
It's just awesome to see every different bike you can possibly have in Southland.
So we got involved in the Burt early on with, well, obviously being a motorbike shop, it's a motorbike heavy event. Initially it was just supplying bikes for the guys to run at the beach to help their job make it a little bit easier. Then as it grew bigger, we thought, let's run a track day. So we ran a standalone track day for a couple of years, which got incorporated into the Burt Munro, which has been really great. But yeah, still to this day, we support them as much as we can. We're running quads and side-by-sides at most of the events, ferrying the stewards around, the marshals, pick-up vehicles. We have some manpower here doing it as well, like just helping out where they need it. And of course, we're always here in the Honda tent flying the flag.
Sponsors are sort of like the lifeblood, you know, with Honda being here. And we have all the flags around, and that makes it. And it's also great because a lot of us guys have been associated with Honda since 1972. I mean, my first bike was a SL125 in 1973. And a lot of us have grown up with the brand and with the people, with Southland Honda and, you know, Brent Scammell Honda, those guys, because they got into it and they're so passionate about it.
Being a sponsor, you get to fly the flag, which is fantastic, but there is quite a bit of hard work behind the scenes. We're not the biggest dealership, so in terms of manpower, we get a little bit stretched here, but the staff are amazing. Everyone in the whole dealership comes together. We have meetings a couple of months before and leading into it. That passion runs deep through our dealership, and I'm quite proud of the team that they get out and support the event.
The Holmes are a typical Southland family. They do, but they don't sing their own praises.
You know, Gary's always been a great supporter, and you could go up to him and you say, look, we need 2 four-wheelers and a side-by-side, and whether they've got them or not, you'll have them. And then he's likely to turn up and say, oh, I've actually found you 2 side-by-sides. Gary's
obviously blood's red as it comes, so yeah. He bleeds for the brand. Yeah, he's a Honda man through and through, as anyone who's been to a prize giving will attest. He's usually pretty vocal there when there's a Honda guy getting a prize. Like, he gives a lot to the club as well. Last year he was awarded the honour of getting the Norman Hayes Memorial Trophy, which is basically giving back the spirit of motorcycling. So the club recognised his massive contribution, which is really cool. And I'm trying to continue that as well. Pretty big shoes to fill. Gary is obviously a bit of a legend, everyone knows Gary.
I started in this business in 1971. And did an apprenticeship with my old boss who owned the business we now own. And we bought the business in '84 and we've owned it since then. So, and now Jeremy, my son, he's taken that over, and yeah, it's really cool.
Honda's 50 years in New Zealand, it's a pretty awesome achievement. It's great to have such a solid brand behind us. We're very fortunate to have the franchise. You know, got a lot of knowledge, a lot of backing, some great people there as well. And obviously 50 years in New Zealand, we know the country pretty well.
I became a Honda dealer only 11 years ago now, and it was the best move I ever made. It's got such a large following in this country, and there's people who have been buying Hondas for 50 years from Blue Wing Honda, and for me it's fantastic to be part of it. It's the best thing that I did in my business. The hill climb, it's always exciting. The hill was really bumpy this year. I mean, the bike's an animal up there. CBR 1000s, yeah, I dulled down the power to just hold back a little bit, gave it some more power for the last one, and yeah, it was exciting and good to win that one.
The drags was fun. It's nice just throwing a standard road bike down and just seeing what it'll do. Barrassing a few sports bikes off the line, and yeah, it was good. The beach race particularly this year, we were going for the 3rd title with Johnny Racy as our rider. Keegan's the beach race team manager, he builds the bikes for him.
We couldn't do it without the Southern Honda team. The amount of errors Keegan puts in is unreal. It's more of a team race than actually riding it by yourself.
And it was really good to see Johnny come through at the end of the day and take a pretty hard-earned win.
And he's doing it again, so that's 3 in a row, which is pretty cool. So a bit of luck went my way this time.
Got 2 races out at Teretonga yesterday, a qualifier and 2 races, so and it was good to win that again. And now we're at the street race, so it's great. The street race is just, oh, it's very intense. You know, you've gone from doing probably close around 290 at Teretonga to here, you know, not getting into 4th gear, you know, it's 2nd and 3rd. It's intense, but it's fun, yeah.
The ethos of the Burt is we're motorcyclists who love racing and we love bikes, and everything stems from us loving the sport, not monetary or prestige. The reason it's a success is because we're laid back and chilled about it. We enjoy what we're doing and we want other people to enjoy it. And it's not geared for the top end, it's geared for the bloke who wants to go and have fun and just participate in something.
There's so many different things you can do here with the street race and the hill climb and the Teretonga sprint races, and it's a good chance to do stuff that you wouldn't normally get a chance to do at a normal club day level, you know.
For any bikie, this is the place to be, and we haven't been here. We've been wanting to do it. It's on the bucket list, so we're rapt to be here, and we thought if we're here we'll have a go.
If you've got a motorbike, if you've got a love of bikes and you're anywhere in the country, come down for the Burt. It's just that place to be.
Everyone's just down here loving bikes. Everyone's helping each other too, because we get obviously a lot of breakdowns with so many bikes in town. So like the guys in the workshop, Jason's got his team in there and they do a great job catering for all different brands. Doesn't matter what it is, like everyone's here to enjoy motorcycling, so we try and accommodate everyone. Same with the parts team as well. Someone's bike's always running out of battery somewhere and it's not our brand, so we're running around town trying to find a battery to suit. So we try and help as much as we can.
Southern Honda team are bloody great, eh? Like they help us with not just the beach racing, but every other bit of motorsport and bike racing we do. Like, they're such a great team, such a great shop.
They're always willing to help you. They're great to deal with. Nothing's ever a problem.
Southern Honda and the Homes is much bigger than the Burt. They've supported the Southern Motorcycle Club as long as I've been with them, which is now 16 years. So it's humbling.